Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we had Evan Williams Cherry, as I remember.
Always a smoothie.
Indeed it was. And look at Dawn. We're going to go a little out of order here. Look at Dawn showing off there with the big green thing right there.
That's awesome. It looks real special, whatever that is.
It does. She's celebrating my birthday, St. Patrick's Day early.
And Carl sucks. Yeah.
Well, that too. But yeah, thank you, Don, you were actually the first member over on the paid side. So thank you very much.
Nice.
And take it away, Mr. Magazine.
Well, it looks like the A's have it. Awesome antiquarians in the house. Awesome arties in the house.
Guten Tag.
Dandy Donald's here.
You can click on those so I can read those.
All right. Dandy Donald's here. You're blind. You're blind.
I hope you can forecast better than the Federal Reserve. Looking at you, Mr. Accountant. There you go. We shall see.
Marvelous Michael's in the house.
Another member. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, say it. Don's here, like always.
Also, hey-oh!
Jay-Z Jeff, good evening. Super C's is here, like always. Dandy Dave's Odds and Ends.
Another member.
Marvelous Moving On's here. Oh, the A's have it. Adrian, how you doing?
No, Elibris. Do check Elibris out over at Whatnot. Does some book auctions. Right. Learn how to do it over there.
Jackie Jack's here. How you doing?
Libra.
Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels, nice and early. Marvelous Metals here.
Another member.
All right.
All righty. Now we're going to start the show off as we do all the time.
Oh, don't forget Roger.
Another member. We would never forget our members.
Good stuff. Stuff.
How are sales? Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
I'm going to start good and go bad. Amazon's been really good.
Good girls gone bad. Isn't that a song?
Amazon's been really good. Prime Day, last couple of days, sales are really good. Can't complain with Amazon. DVD site, can't complain. Sales are phenomenal. Website was slow for a few days, and then it got really good. eBay is the one that's just crappity crap. Yeah, I don't know what's going on for the last 2 weeks. We were doing great with eBay for a while. We got a lot of good stuff listed. I don't know what's going on, but our sales are down and where it was tanking before. So
sales are down. You're a clown.
It's not us because we're listing some good stuff and our prices are very competitive. They're on sale. We take offers. So I'm going to blame eBay.
There you go. Blame it on the rain. Blame eBay.
And, how about you?
Nobody else is chiming in today.
We don't have any sales. Yeah,
I have no sales at all.
I had no sales. I wouldn't be saying anything either. Don't feel
Zero
bad.
sales.
It's just the economy.
Wow. Everybody suddenly.
When an ex-president gets shot at, everything stops.
That's true.
You never know what to expect.
Everybody they were all hanging on your every last word.
Yeah. Huge Barry Hughes is in the house. How you doing?
Well, I guess I'll go next since nobody else wants to step up. Well, maybe.
All right.
Sales sporadic. I was also traveling for a few days, not on life support, but keeping the paddles near just in case. That's not good. That's not good. I'm thinking about starting a new channel, $2 Million Peddlers.
Good, because we were thinking about doing multi-million-dollar peddlers. So 2 million and multi are a little different.
We can license you the name, Eric. Don't worry. We'll work it out. My sales are pretty low this week. Oh, okay. Low.
Slow and low. That is the tempo. Ooh,
had an awesome weekend, but so the rest of the week. Okay.
See, my weeks are good. Weekends are garbage.
Right.
Slow.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to buck the trend. I'm doing well on eBay. I apparently am the only person doing well. One thing I noticed today, though, half of my sales, so 1 out of 2, half of my sales today were international.
Wow.
So for some reason or other, the international crowd is just digging my scene. Don't know why, but I'm happy about that. That being said, Amazon is completely in the toilet, as it always is for me every time Prime Day comes along. I see Prime Day, I'm like, might as well just walk on by my booth. Nobody's buying for me on Amazon.
Yeah, the books and ephemera aren't selling apparently.
No.
My toys, we're selling a lot of toys on Amazon, records, stuff like that. What you would think would sell, DVDs, movies. So,
Yep, and my Amazon's absolutely dead with Prime Day, as it is every single year Prime Day. I look at that as a 2-day vacation from Amazon. So yeah, that was sales over there. Promoted 25 out of 55 last week, so we're right around the 50%. Funny thing is, ever since I've been retired, I've expected I would have the time to do all the things I'm supposed to do to tweak the store. Hasn't happened yet.
No.
but any day now. Offers reports. Now, this is interesting. 91 old, 196 total offers I could make to buy or to watchers, 242 last week. So that was down almost 50.
Yeah.
So that was down 25%, but my sales are pretty steady from last week. So I don't know how.
Keep embracing retirement.
Last year, I had 167 offers I could make. So still up from that, about 20% from last year. Didn't sell anything on $1 million peddlers, so that's following the trend. 2 postcards on Vivs-Views, one on the website. So I had back-to-back days, last Wednesday, last Thursday, where somebody bought something on the website, papergoy.com, and 2 items on Etsy, both in the same day. So figure that one out.
Okay.
My sales have been as slow as Canadian molasses. There you go. Molasses.
Yeah.
How about any buys? Given that nobody's making any sales, I can't imagine anybody's buying anything.
Not much going on my end. Same usual guys bringing in toys and it's about buying some toys, good stuff, oddball stuff, action figures, but nothing crazy right now, which is good. I got some bills to pay, so I want to keep my cash in my account so I can pay my bills and keep it going. How about you though?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I did go to the estate sale where they told me I'd have to restock. Only spent $50. I bought a box.
Oh, not a whole car full?
Not a whole car full for 50. Nope, just bought a box. Got some good stuff out of there. Happy with that deal. Talked to him, and he said that he'd be getting in touch with me. He's got more paper. I said, well,
nice.
As long as you have my number. So that's that. Did go to the we were going to go, which Jeff had told me about. We were planning on going to Syracuse for the Mideastern Festival and the Syracuse Flea Market. All set to go. Random neighborhood kid was going to go with us. He didn't feel well, so we ended up staying local. Met him out for a late breakfast, and I went to the local flea market. Ended up spending $50 over there, something rather like that. But cool. Mr. Magazine, you would be proud of me.
Yeah.
There was a deal that would have been okay. It was stuff. A couple of hundred billheads, 1920s, Pennsylvania area. I didn't see anything in there outstanding, but I know I can make money on it. The guy wanted $100 on it. I hemmed and hawed and finally said, something, I can't do this deal. Yeah. So I walked by it, walked away from it just because, again, I said, yeah, I could make money on it, but it long term and it's not great.
Where do you draw the line? If it's something you can flip quickly and get some money back, even if you're making a little bit, it's one thing. But, looking at this place, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Right. And if it were 1870s with really good graphics, it would have been a different story. Those I know I could move. This is 1920s, and I didn't see anything in there too exciting. And I said, something we'll walk on by.
Sure.
Just bought 1,000 Boyd's Bears at a house called Dirt Cheap. Oof. So if I had that opportunity, I'd probably be in the Boyd's Bears business.
Absolutely. Awesome. Aaron's in the house. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Aaron, how'd you like the Whatnot show yesterday? Aaron is going to be selling on Whatnot at some point. So certainly when you decide to do that, come on by and shout out your username and people will check you out.
Sounds good.
But a large fire truck, a lot of die-cast for $30.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, prices like that, you can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong at that. Then we got the 95th. Well, maybe I'll make the 96. Yeah, Random Neighborhood Kids. This was not. You can still hear it. When I talk to him on the phone, he's still like coughing and his voice is all. So I don't know what he's got. He's got something. Oh, very good. Awesome. Glitch of the week. eBay keeps defaulting back to the prior category item specifics, but showing the right one on the listing. In other words, if I list a brochure and then I go list a magazine, it'll show that I'm listing the magazines, but it'll have all the item specifics for the brochure. So I can't put the magazine name in and all that. So then you got to refresh the page or go back and change the category a second time back to what it says it's in. What a nightmare that is. Bought Ground Advantage postage today in eBay and UPS ground printed out. Ooh. Wow. I probably should look because.
Yes, you should.
I probably should look because that might have happened to me and I wouldn't even have noticed. E-commerce bites has been down for about the last 3 or 4 days. It doesn't look the way it normally does. They got a little note up there saying that we're working on it. It's been about 3 or 4 days. So
it's a long time.
Well, they do have a note in there saying we're old and we don't move as fast as we used to.
Okay.
And then eBay Tuesday morning, I logged in for Mr. Magazine on his account. It said there was an error. I did it a second time and it let me in. So the first time it wouldn't log in. Go the second time. And when I was trying to type things, I was answering somebody on a message. Every second to third letter wouldn't take.
Ooh.
So if I said hello, it would be HELO.
And it wasn't your keyboard.
It was working perfect every other place. That was
Crazy.
exactly what I said. I go, let me bring up an email. Nope, working perfect on email.
Wow.
So every couple of letters was not inputting on eBay. I have never seen that before on a site.
Crazy.
My title will revert back to the one from the previous list. And oh, that's annoying too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, because I was typing and it would be like, hi there. And I'd look down, it would be H space TEE. I'm like, what? Kind of annoying there. Site changes. Etsy has changed the way that it looks when you list. So Etsy has a new listing thing. In fact, the way the photos are lined up are a little bit different on there. And have you noticed anything different about eBay and the Seller Hub, Mr. Magazine?
Probably not. I even go on it anymore. You do all my dirty work for me.
Yeah, you go on the Seller Hub every day.
As far as you know.
To make your offers and stuff?
Oh, that Seller Hub, yes.
Which Seller Hub were I talking about?
Supposed to look different to me?
Down at the bottom right on mine, popping in from the side, is a picture of a woman, and it says, need help? Click here for us to contact you back.
I don't think I saw that. But
yeah, so it's down at the bottom of the page of the Seller Hub. First time I've seen it, but it happens all day long. Now, maybe they think I'm grossly incompetent. So maybe it's something special just for grossly incompetent sellers. I'm not certain. But the call us thing, yep, right down on the bottom right. Or have us call you, yep. And that's never showed up before. Now it's popping up at the side of the page at the bottom. An older man can make love for a long time. She said, who wants to make love to an old man for a long time? I have to agree with her, Eric. I have to agree with her.
Did she say call us or you call us?
She said, don't call us, we'll call you.
Exactly.
Item of the week. Isn't really anything too special, but there's a reason why I'm going to show you this. I gave to the IRS a couple of pinbacks. Nothing too special. Didn't even price these out. I just wanted to show these as the item of the week. Do you have any idea at all why, Mr. Magazine? Other than the fact we all give to the IRS. Well, except Dawn.
It's not April 15th, so I don't know why.
I have never seen these before in my life. The first time I saw these, they were laying on my kitchen floor.
Oh.
Obviously, they fell out of a pack of something or other that I had bought. Yeah. And I don't know where they came from. Unless just randomly people drive by and throw stuff in my window for ephemera in my window. I know Mr. Magazine a lot of times on the Bolo videos will bring something or other up and he'll say, I've never seen this before. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I don't know where these came from. I really don't know where they were lying on my kitchen floor. Maybe the IRS gave back. That could be.
Yeah. Okay. You got a rebate check.
That's what it was. I thought I bought some expensive shirts on a cheap. Turns out they are reprints. Grateful Dead, The Mountain, and Liquid Blue horror themes. All were new sealed. Oh, did you pay right on them though? They sound like the kind of thing that would still sell.
I would say look for the tags, I guess, and it would probably tell you, if it's Gildan or some newer company compared to the companies from the 70s
stitching.
And 80s. Yeah.
Yep. Look for the union label.
Especially new and sealed. Odds are those type of bands would not be new and sealed from 20, 30 years ago.
Installing off for the week. Mr. Magazine had a 2012 NBA Finals, Miami Heat versus who's the Thunder? Is that Oklahoma City?
Yes.
Oh, $5 each. Yeah, you'll do fine, I think.
Yeah.
Versus the Thunder, PSA ticket to a finals game, $132. He's asking. He got a $25 offer. What would that cost to grade, Mr. Magazine?
Oversized like that, probably 25.
So the guy wants the item for free, pay for the grading. Nice of him.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Philadelphia Phillies wives strike out against cancer program. So it's going to be a charity program where, some of the husbands played and all that. So it would have been a pretty rare ones.
Yeah.
There are pics of tags with dates online.
Cool.
Oh, nice. So it would have been a pretty rare program there. I have it up for $32 free shipping. The guy offered me $5. So in other words, I could lose money selling him
Yeah.
a very rare program.
Yeah, very good for you.
I turned it down. And Mr. Magazine wins this week. 21 by 45, which is huge. How would you ship that out?
Very carefully. I probably, for the price we're asking, I think we jacked it up. So if I went to the UPS store, it would cost more, but it's all on them if it gets damaged.
Have them package it and everything. 21 by 45, Alex Ross, signed Superboy in the Legion of Superheroes. Just a great piece. What is it, a painting or a poster or a print?
It's a canvas print, limited edition print signed by Alex Ross.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're asking $1,235 on it. You got a $201 offer.
I mean, I paid a lot more than that. I mean, I bought a big collection of these things, but still, come on, that's crazy.
Of course, it's an emoji cup. Yeah, hey.
What's better than one emoji cup? Two emoji cups.
Nice. Yeah, $200 on that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. $20 car, $5 offer, then he upped it to $6. I was really on the fence. Yeah, exactly. About banning him or not. Yeah. Exactly.
I wanted you to ban someone. What was he doing? You remember?
You had me ban somebody for a return.
Oh, was it? That could
yeah.
Be. Oh, yeah, a bunch of return. Oh, yeah, the guy that bought the micro machines. Apparently, he wanted to grade them all and thought they were going to be perfect condition, even though they were like near mint.
Customer issues. I had an eBay order. eBay suggested updating the zip, and I did, because I figure eBay knows what they're doing on that order, the zip codes and all that. I sent it out. It changed the city and it got returned to me. So it changed the city and the zip code. Turns out it came back to me for no such address. I reached out to them and then ended up sending it back out to them to the right one. And I said, this is what eBay's telling me to do. So then he contacted eBay about that and was like, no, my address is right. I haven't moved for 20 years. What are you talking about? I had Annette Funicello. Do you know who she is, Mr. Magazine?
Yep, she was a Mouseketeer.
Indeed, she was. M-I-C. See you later. K-E-Y.
Isn't it see you next week?
Why? Because we love you. M-O-U-S-E. Her life story comic book, I was asking $20 on it. The guy contacted me and says, look, it's worth $10, but I'll pay the $17 that you made the offer to me for. I'm like, okay, why are you heckling me that it's worth so much less?
Wow. And he's still buying it?
He still bought it. Yeah, whatever. And then I sold, it'll be in a Bolo video, I sold a cover, which is stamp stuff. It's an envelope, essentially, to Puerto Rico. A gentleman bought 2 of them. I sent them both to him. He then said, you sent me an extra envelope or extra cover. I said, okay, I'm going to return it. Okay. He returns it. I gave him his money back. And I'm like, oh boy, I botched this. I sent the wrong thing out there. The guy won it.
And he returned it by mistake?
He won 2 of them. I sent him the 2 that he won.
Yeah.
He sent 1 back to me. So I've got it sitting off on the side waiting for him to contact me because
he only wanted 1 but bought 2 and didn't realize he bought 2 and returned 1. Those are my type of customers. I get those crazies, not you.
I don't know. All I know is I've got his cover. He's got my $5. So I had no idea. I had and you all know that I do not like the back and forth of haggling. I'm not a haggler, generally speaking. And this is the reason why. I ended up making the sale. I went against what I usually do, Mr. Magazine. And an 1825 treatise on surveying, a book with no back cover. So it's beat shape.
Yeah.
It is beat. I was asking $58.24. Guy offers $20 on a $58 book.
Yeah.
So I countered him at $40. He counters me at $25. I counter him at $34.95. He counters me at $30. I took the 30 and said, okay, good. Why couldn't he if he had offered 30 in the first place, he would have gotten the buy.
They just want to get the best deal possible by insulting as much as possible right off the bat.
I mean, I guess if I had come back at 32, would he have come back at 31? I mean, could I have gotten an extra dollar?
These guys are professionals that do this. So they know, like, hey, if I come out at 20, you're going to counter at 40, we're going to meet at 30. But he wants to play the game and see if you give it to him for 20. Crazy.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Did you see the video that I saw, Mr. No, not that video. Did you see the other video that I saw, Mr. Magazine?
I don't know which video that would be.
About the sports card packs, sealed case. They're putting them through CT scanners, and they can tell if there's like the Logo Man cards in them.
Wow, that's crazy. So what's a CT scanner, like 3D?
CAT scan.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're putting them through the CT scanners.
So you're talking about the whole case itself or the box, like the box that the cards come in? Because usually a one pack.
A card box, yeah.
Okay.
Sealed sports card
So a
box.
$2,000 hobby box usually has one pack in it. It could have 10 cards or one thick card or whatever. And they know which one's going to have the special biggie cards in it. So not just Logo Mans. It could be
they can tell if there's a patch
ones.
one.
There's booklet. You've seen the booklet ones? Those are crazy.
Yeah, they can tell if there's a patch card in there. They can tell all that.
World coming to.
So you got to be very, very careful who you buy from, because this would be a sealed box and it would have that in there.
Yeah. So now you want to get them out of a sealed case, really. And the whole thing about the breakers that are doing this now, they can buy a whole case, take them out, pull out 1 or 2 boxes, keep them, and they know the rest of the stuff isn't going to be as good. But let me ask you a question. Say there's a Ohtani 1-of-1 signed card in there. Would that tell them that? No,
it would tell them if there's some way that the signed card looks different, they would be able to probably tell that okay, this has a thing in here. But it could be a bum signed card or a good signed card.
Gotcha.
But they can find the Logo Man and things like that, apparently.
Wow, that's crazy.
A subscriber reached out. Somebody had listed Hulk comics, and they had a picture of Hulk 102, which is a better comic on it. And when you click on the listing, it's like, fill in your set for, $9.95 or something other like that. And so like, oh wow, Hulk 102 for $10. They did the drop down. Hulk 102 isn't even offered. Like Hulk 160, 161, 162.
Is it keyword spamming, or what do they call it?
Picture spamming of some sort. So they reported to eBay, and eBay said that it didn't go against the guidelines.
What?
So basically, I could sit there, according to what eBay has said, I could put up a Spider-Man #1 and say, great comics, $2 each. Put a picture of a Spider-Man #1, and then have just the biggest junk comic.
So in the title, it didn't say the Hulk 102. Though.
It said complete your set. So I could say complete your superhero comic set. Have a picture of a Spider-Man #1, and then just have junk comics in my drop down.
So if you're selling a Kia, you can put up a Lamborghini picture and say great car.
Yep, that's what.
And no picture of Kia at all. No picture of a Kia whatsoever.
That's what eBay has said. That's what eBay has said.
Wow.
Someone's going to lose their hospital job. I can't imagine someone investing. Who
You'd
knows?
You'd be surprised. Though. I mean, some of these cases say they have 10 boxes, and each box is worth $2,500. You're talking about $25,000 case, where even if that machine's $50,000,
or even if it's $1 million, but if you're running enough cases through,
well, like that, your buddy Jeff there, he has access to millions of dollars in cards like that. Sure, crazy.
Yeah, that Hulk 102, that really got me. Like, how could you do it? I'll put a complete your action set, $5. I'll put a picture of an action #1.
If it was me doing that, they'd have an issue and give me a violation. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Did you see that Heritage has an auction coming up for Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games?
Wow.
About time, I guess. Yeah. So, a lot of great stuff there. I
should have sold that one. Someone probably bought it and sent it to me.
Probably sent it off to Heritage. Got it graded. Yeah.
Oh, clickbait. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you're allowed to do that on eBay.
You shouldn't be allowed to, for sure.
And it's not like he had Hulk 102 in the drop down and it sold.
Right.
Okay, I can understand you didn't update the picture because it wasn't even ever offered.
I guess not a lot of people are complaining about it, and maybe they kind of get it. Like they know, like, I don't know what that issue is worth. If it's hundreds of dollars, like they're not going to get it for $10 realistically. So maybe no one's complaining for the most part, or 1 out of every 1,000 people complain.
Right. Amazon Prime Days. Guess how many people are members of Amazon Prime? Americans are members of American.
148,600,000.
180 million people. So that's more than 1 out of every 2 people. Which, when you stop and you think about how many people like my mother that doesn't use a computer,
right,
and how many people like a 3-year-old that isn't going to join Prime, kind of amazing when you get down to it. Christie's, their auction art sales are down 22% from last year. That's not so good. Down 22% is not good. A guy reached out to me through eBay. He said he's setting up, or he puts on the Rochester Military Show. Did I want to set up at it? I wasn't even familiar with it, so I asked him when it was. October 27th at the Fairport VFW. If you're in the area, stop on by to see that. I told him no, but I would definitely go to it. I know Auction Professor does very, very well going to military shows, so I'll go to that as well.
Question: how was the comic show? I wasn't able to make it.
That'll be coming up in a few minutes.
Okay.
It's on my list. Did you see the note? Need to look up all my old comics, see if they're worth listing. Hundreds from the 60s to 80s. Or you can just send us pictures, and I would let you know. We would let you know. Superhero ones tend to be the best. FedEx packages, if dropped off at USPS, won't be forwarded, which I don't know why they ever would have been, but they will not be forwarded, and they will be seized.
So if you have a FedEx package and they get mistakenly dropped off at the post office,
they take it. They don't forward it anymore. I wasn't even aware they were forwarding it, but now they said they will seize it. So they probably will seize it, and it'll probably go on that mail auction at the end of the, every 6 months or whenever the mail auction goes up.
When they auction them, is it just the box, or they open it up and sell the product?
I think they just sell the boxes. I think that's what they do. I don't know. Never gone to one.
You used to give me yours, remember? Your returns.
I did. Well, I don't get returns anymore.
I do. A lot of them.
So I listed I listed an old auction catalog for jewelry from Calvin Klein and his wife. It's from 2007. I took a quick look through it, just kind of take a couple of pictures of it. They had a pearl necklace in there from his wife that's worth supposedly $1.5 million from 2007. But here's the crazy thing about it. If I went to an estate sale and that were sitting on a table for $1, I wouldn't buy it. And it's worth $1.5 million. And that kind of got me thinking, we always ask, how is it that you can go to a sale or a flea market late in the day and find some $150 item for $1?
It's crazy, yeah.
Because the guy who knows the jewelry walked right by the comic books.
Yeah, right.
The guy that knows the comic books walked right by the magazines.
Mm-hmm. You
know what you know, and you don't know, and I would not pay a dollar for that.
Correct.
That's exactly what they said. You walk into the in fact, there's a video went viral of the Postmaster General going, "Finders keepers, losers weepers."
Imagine if they auctioned off that box with my cards that were missing.
Oh my gosh.
And you pay like $20 and you open it up and there's like 30-40 grand in cards in there. Jeez.
You had this listed, Mr. Magazine. I know, because you undercut me on price.
The Bonsai magazine.
March 1st, 1937, Life magazine.
On Amazon?
On Amazon.
Okay.
Have you had any problems with that?
Not that I'm aware of. Like that particular issue?
That issue.
I don't know. I don't think so. Like as far as Amazon saying it's a violation or you can't sell it?
I must have gotten 25 to 35 emails from Amazon that the product has been taken down for review.
Oh, I think I just got one recently. Usually I delete them, but like it wasn't an adult violation.
But like 25 to 35 violations on it. On the same issue, it shows a picture of a mouse crawling around like in a lab.
Yeah.
Hey, Franklin Hill Ventures.
How's it going?
Going to shout you out in a minute here. It shows a picture of mouse crawling around in a lab. I think their AI thinks it's really a mouse.
Oh, okay.
So I reached out. I reached out to help, and they said, no, the item's still up. And then like 5 minutes later, I get an email that it's down. And 25 minutes later, I get an email that it's being reviewed. And 25 minutes later, it's being reviewed. So they keep, I think, bringing it down, putting it back up, bringing it down, putting it back up.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, definitely do check out Finders Flippers Resell Podcast, which Franklin Hill Ventures. I actually sat, and because I'm narcissistic, I watched the entire episode today, freeze framing all my best moments. But it was a lot of fun being on over there. Really, really strong show. Hopefully you get some extra viewers out of that. Do check that out. Finders Flippers Resell Podcast. A lot of fun. And we're going to have the boys on again at some point, and Mr. Magazine will actually show up this next time.
Oh, cool. Good for me.
Right?
Yeah. When is it?
Well, they haven't invited us yet.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm angling for another invite.
I know I'm not here next week, but other than that, I should be here for a long time.
So we'll see you next week. Postage is up again. So make sure you, oh, there he is. Finders Flippers Resell Podcast. Postage is up again. Watch your 8-ounce packages, 8 ounces and under. It may be cheaper to send it out ground advantage than it is media mail. So definitely do check that out. Oh, thank you very much, Dawn. Do appreciate that.
She's the best.
The Californian's Dawn. There you are. So I did end up going to the comic show. I didn't end up buying anything whatsoever. Seemed to be a lot of crowds. Seemed to be some more dealers than usual.
Okay.
But the dealers that I usually buy from that have cheaper items, like comic magazines, stuff like that, they didn't bring that stuff. Now maybe they weren't able to have as big of a table or something like that because there were more dealers. I don't know, but it was fun.
Cool.
It was fun on there. Do you see Captain Kirk's original Star Trek phaser is up for auction?
Ooh.
The prop and the communicator are up for the prop for the phaser and the prop for the communicator. They're expecting $100,000 to $200,000 each.
Now, Shanner owned them or someone else?
No, some prop guy, prop collector owned them.
Very
on
cool.
that. So, yep, definitely very, very cool on that. I'm going to kind of go off a little bit. We don't usually do this kind of deal, but I need to learn more about comics. One of my friends at the Antique Mall is a big comic guy. He keeps me up to date on what is hot. One thing with comics, Franklin Hill, you can either be into modern or you can be into old. And they are two completely different markets, as I think Mr. Magazine can attest.
Yep.
Obviously, I choose the older comics because that's what I grew up on. But the new stuff is just crazy. Variant covers and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely crazy.
I think he's the only living member that was in a Twilight Zone episode that's still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, he still got his original hair. So I read an article. I'm going to go off a little bit for a couple of seconds about the George Foreman grill.
Oh, okay. That time of year.
Way cheaper than medium mail with 10 plus. So apparently it was on QVC, and it had been around and nobody really cared about it. It was on QVC, and just out of nowhere, George Foreman ate a burger on the program.
Is this recently or years
no, back
ago?
when
When
the thing started,
like 30 years ago.
all of a sudden, like they had to have everybody. The janitors had to answer phones to take orders. Secretaries, anybody there had to do it because it flew off the shelf there. So yeah, 30 years on that over there. They sold 14 million grills in a year.
He's got to be so loaded because of that.
He ended up selling his rights to his name. I think it was $137 million. He sold the rights to his
Just
name.
the rights to his name, so anyone can
for the grill.
The new grill. Okay, wow. And he probably made a ton of money before
that. Yeah, yep.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful on that. That amount of money there that the guy made, and where was the other interesting? Yes, he did. And there's the original drawing, Franklin Hill. So now you have the original drawings of the grill that he made. That over there, he got 45% of the grill profits.
Wow.
With 12 million sold in a year.
That's huge.
$40 each they were asking on it over there back in the day, and he was making that kind of money. Oh, here was what I wanted to read. They sold, after he ate the burger, they sold 40,000 grills in 3 minutes.
That is
40,000 in 3 minutes.
That's might be the most genius marketing plan ever without even knowing what you're doing.
But this was, I found it interesting. QVC usually did 74,000 sales an hour. Of whatever.
How many phones do they have? Like, that seems to be impossible with all the phones, all the employees you would need to even take that. What does that say down there? 1.2 thousand per minute.
1,200 calls a minute. Yeah, they were selling 1,200,000.
Think about that.
Of a normal show. If they were selling, if Joan Rivers was selling,
but you need like 1,000 phones and 1,000 employees. How could you even handle that? Because you're on. It's not like you're buying it and you hang up. It's not a 1 second deal. You got to talk, get the information, so forth. I mean, that's amazing.
But 40,000 in 3 minutes. Why can't I just do that on eBay?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Just for 1 day, even I'd be happy.
But absolutely crazy on that. They sold $300 million of grills in the year 2000.
Jeez.
Exactly, Frankenhill, exactly. Except I do my sales at $3 a piece. But yeah, so he ended up 137 million, ended up making $258 million. George Foreman
That's
did off that
amazing.
grill.
Good for him.
So sorry, that's a little off what we usually talk about, but those numbers absolutely fascinated me. And it kind of ties into reselling because a lot of times you'll go to buys and you'll find the person that was the QVC junkie.
Is QVC still around?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, this is what they got to do. Whatever it costs, get Michael Jordan down there, a new sneaker line, and he puts the sneakers on. Right? It's got to blow that out of the water.
Well, eating a hamburger.
Right, exactly. Or LeBron, any big name athlete, yeah. That's crazy.
But remember all the sports card guys on there back in the day?
Oh my, yeah.
This is gonna be a great deal. This is gonna be an unbelievable deal.
Well, that's how Golden made his money. He was on the COAs for scoreboard and QVC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They say Ken Golden from 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Right. Wow. So I thought it was crazy. Yeah. Richard Simmons.
And Dr. Ruth.
Did you sell anything, Richard
and Shannon
Simmons?
Doherty.
I sold one Richard Simmons magazine on Etsy, and I didn't sell anything of the other two.
Some magazines. Nothing of Richard Simmons, though.
Oh, I beat you. So you're not on Etsy. So I've got 3 trains coming over to Whatnot that I got set up. All within 2 days, people reached out to me. I think it's one of the reasons why is because over on Whatnot, believe it or not, I'm a professional. I do my job and I go home. That's what it comes down to. They know I'm going to show up, put up good stuff, and not bother anybody. No drama. Save the drama for your mama, as we cool kids say. I hit my marks and I leave everyone alone. Can't argue with that. Interesting.
It sounds like a rambling story to me.
Interesting. I went to the flea market and the guy there said he is downsizing a little bit because his girlfriend was giving him trouble about the stuff in the house, had a meltdown. So he took a bunch of the stuff, put it in a van, drove off to the flea market, was all in a bad mood, unloaded it all, blah, blah. Hurt his knee. It took him, screwed up the meniscus in his knee, and took him 7 weeks to get better. So
did you tell him, luckily you're upsizing, so you'll take everything he has?
No, I only bought 3 items off him, and he goes, "That's all you're buying?" I'm like, I don't want the stuff, other stuff you have. Nice. Next week, Mrs. Paperguy will be playing the part of Mr. Magazine because he will not be here. And we're going to have a special guest, Rat Stash. Do check them out. They have a fun little YouTube channel. A lot of fun, great people. So next week, we'll be having Rat Stash on. James Hill Street Blues. Photo week before he died. Wow. Didn't even see you sneak in, Memphis Blazer. How you doing? So, and I'm also going to be going to the Allentown Paper Show, checking out hotels. Have you priced hotels?
Yeah,
lately?
yeah, because we're going to, baseball tournaments and Metallica. Yeah, it's not cheap. Some are $300, $400, $500, and that's like 30 minutes from Gillette Stadium. So we got to stay more in the city where there's more hotels and less sold out. So it's crazy.
Wow. There's that one I want to go to for what is going on with that one?
I can't click on that one.
You cannot. The first 1,000 callers can get this graded 1987 Barry's Bond rookie card for the low price of $100. By graded, it means the guy put a hard case on it in his garage and called it Gem Mint 10.
Exactly.
That's right. And guaranteed to go up in value. And if it doesn't, our guarantee is worthless.
Too bad.
Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't click on that. It's weird. But yeah, so I was checking out hotels, and there's a hotel that a lot of people are going to be staying at. It's going for, you can't click on anything right now. It's weird. What if you click on Blazer, and can you unclick Blazer? Or did he somehow pin himself in? No, Blazer. That one. No. Well, we can't put comments up. It's all a glitch fest. Glitch of the week. It's like $200 a night. So I may end up going
that's
to
the cheapest you're going to get. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So I may end up going back to the Lake Harmony Inn where we always go, just because we like that. And I think that's
That's well, at least we got that up.
All right, we are back.
All right.
All righty. Yeah, we're all back here. That was on them. They said internet issue, but the internet's working fine here. So hopefully let us know we are back. We disappeared. We left our own show. Joker, the shorts were so small you could see. Nice.
I broke it. Well, Don can fix it. You're the best.
But Cool and Common ended up going to Lake Harmony and absolutely enjoyed it. Went to the steakhouse we went to and said it was really, really good. So I might go back there.
Oh, there he is. And finally, Triple J.
My item specifics are back up to 1,000 after I got it down to essentially 0.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's just because they're screwing things up on their end on that. Oh, remember the Honus Wagner picture I was talking about last week, Mr. Magazine?
Yes.
Went for $117,500.
It seems cheap compared to it's more rare than the card.
That is true. That is true. And Finders Flippers Resell Podcast aired the video I shot last week, and it was really good. And then we're going to shoot a video next week with Consignment Chat, and then we'll have them over on our show as well in sometime in August. It's already set up, so Mr. Magazine knows he's got to come on by next week someday.
Yeah.
And real quick before we enter the main topic, if you haven't joined the memberships, I'm putting up videos faster than people can watch them. So that's a positive thing. We're up to about 75 videos over there. So if you've been holding out, waiting to join the membership, saying, I don't know if there's enough content there, we're under a dime a video right now. We are giving stuff away. That is very, very cheap. So do take a chance on the membership side. There's a lot of fun content over there. The members have reached out to me and said they really enjoy it. Putting up some quality stuff over there. So do join if you have not done so already. All the cool kids are. All right, Mr. Magazine, we're going to head on into the main story or main topic. Okay. Your prognosis for the rest of 2024 for reselling.
Well, pain. Remember Rocky 3?
I do.
Mr. T's prediction. Well, I don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon, at least for eBay. Obviously, if Amazon's good for me and eBay's good for you, they're probably going to stay good at this point. But eBay's not good for me. And I can't see it getting any better until maybe the election or maybe Christmas time. But you got to just stick with it right now. Do the best you can. List your stuff. Keep buying what you're buying. And if you look at the light at the end of the tunnel, it's only a few months away. So
is it a train?
It could be, yeah. But like I said, it's only a few months away. I look at it like things are really tight right now, but I'm still able to pay my bills, keep my employees, buy what I'm trying to buy. I'm not saving any money, but again, if I can get through the next few months, it's going to get way better. I think you'll get a little bump in September when the kids go back to school. Then when you have the election, and then it'll be Christmas season, and then we'll be back to business, hopefully. What do you think?
Well, a lot of times I will put the back of the green screen essentially behind us, what I think it's going to be. And that looks like a windy, bumpy road.
Hot and dry. Oh, it looks hot and dry.
Well, there's a road back there.
Okay.
It's a windy road back there, and it's going to be real bumpy because you're heading up through the mountains. Are awesome. Looking forward to seeing. Oh, awesome. Very good. Hey, Jackass Retro.
How's it going? Local Mike, how you doing?
Sleeping in the car is free. Bring your own pillow. There you go. That is true. Absolutely true. So sleeping behind the dumpster until they kick you out.
I thought it was pee bottle because he doesn't stop, right?
That's true. That's true too. Ignore the ad recommended item specifics. The recommended ones, yeah. And I'd gotten down to essentially 0. Yep. Prognosis negative. Yep, that would be it. We're not a political channel. That being said, I don't know how many of you are aware of this or not. It is an election year. Kind of gone under the radar, but it is an election year this year. And my thought is you got that. You've got the economy where it is. Election years, people always are hesitant to spend money because they don't know what direction things are going to go in come November. Let alone the people that are the junkies that watch the coverage, CNN, whatever, all day long, every day, and get deep into the weeds on that. They're not going to be spending the time online. Some big story breaks. Everybody's rushing off to watch that. As always, you've got the weather issues. You've got the heat, the terrible heat. We had the tornado touchdown over by us.
Yeah.
We had the thunderstorms a couple of days ago. I don't know if you saw this or not, but down about 45 minutes south of us, 12,000 people were without power.
Crazy.
Some of those people, they said, could take up to a week to get their power back. So they're with no power for a week.
Yeah.
They're probably not buying stuff on eBay.
Correct.
Then they get their power back on. Now they're calling the insurance company. We got to get reimbursed for this. We got to get reimbursed for that. When the power came back on, this exploded. This happened. This happened.
Right.
Oh, we have no food. Now we need to go buy food. We have to do this. They're calling the, all of a sudden that 1 week becomes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're not buying anything for those 2 weeks because life is there.
Well, and if they're selling on eBay,
Oh,
they can't sell on eBay, so they have less money to spend in that time period. Now they're going to be super conservative.
Yep. Oh, go back to the other one there.
Oh,
thank you.
We got a new Dandy Dave. How you doing?
Thank you. Definitely do appreciate that. Definitely do. Could be a good guest for Finders Flippers. What, he wouldn't be a good guest here? Thanks, Don. Jeez. You're a booking agent for his show? That's great. RNC right now, we junkies can multitask. There you go. But he's like Carl sucks, yeah. With the crazy stuff in PA. Yeah, you got that going on. You had the hurricane hit Texas.
Don't forget about this mess. The girl that sang the national anthem at the home run derby competition.
She was drunk, she said. She said she was drunk and she's checking into rehab.
Yeah, I think everyone knew that. You could pretty much tell, yeah. And she was a country singer. I go, I don't think so. You sound like Yoko Ono.
Wow. But so much is going on in the greater world. All right, Don. Thank you. For the August dead times to go live in the desert for 3 weeks and not spend money. Well, we're here already, so come join us. Or go live in the desert. Go live in the desert. Great content. I haven't had water for a week.
Set up a lemonade stand.
Show the cow's head going, "You'll be sorry," as you walk by it. Like every single, remember those from the cartoons?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Every single cartoon had that. Looking for a pig butt emoji and couldn't find one. There you go.
Nice.
But yeah, so my thought would be, more than ever, if you are in a position where you're not financially flush, be very careful about what you're buying. Buy a lot fewer things, buy better things, fewer things. Keep listing, but don't expect immediate results out of the stuff, just because of the way things are. And hang on to your money and just kind of wait and see where everything ends up going. You don't want to rush into some big deal of mediocrity. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I have done many big deals of mediocrity. There's always another one out there. Now, if you have an opportunity, of course, to get a great deal, different story, buy it and worry about it later. But otherwise, you definitely want to move what you got now, focus on what you have now as best. Buy a few things here and there, especially if that's what you enjoy doing. I mean, if you enjoy going to the garage sales, hit them and do the stuff, but don't buy the thing for, the used George Foreman grill for $3 that you can sell for $8. Just not worth doing on that. Might change your mind about Yoko Ono if you heard her isolated food trip. No, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't change it one bit, Eric. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah. Video from August 2022 and share. Oh, of course. Of course. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. I don't know where you were thinking things were, but I think that things are going to be a little bumpy, even potentially through Christmas season. Because remember, the election's second week of November.
Yeah.
That's
right around the corner.
It really is.
August is right around the corner.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It really, really is. So just be careful on what you buy. Maybe I'm going to wear that shirt. No big bundles of mediocrity. And Mr. Magazine, I know you have a rambling story of the week. And to those on the premium side, I talked to Mr. Magazine very quickly before the show today and said, can you please do what we had talked about in the video? And he's going to talk about it. And if you're not on the premium side, what is wrong with you? Sign up. Go ahead, Mr. Magazine.
Okay, so
you're not a member either. Now that I think about it,
I should join up. So, anywho, over the weekend, my kid had a baseball tournament in Columbus, Ohio. Parents got together in a hotel.
Home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, am I there?
Well, if they went to the finals, it would have been at their stadium. So they were one game away from winning.
Oh, wow.
One game away from winning in the playoffs to go to Ohio State to play there. But anyway,
The horseshoe.
A lot of fun. Anyway, so we all hung out after one of the games in the hotel lobby, pizza for everyone. And my son's teammates' parents, one of the parents, they're both lawyers.
Ooh.
And this was the night of the shooting.
Mhm.
So that was a topic of conversation, and they're fun people to be around. No one was drinking heavily or anything like that. And I just started getting real comfortable and talking about things more like I would with my buddies or drunken sailors or something like that. And got a little out of
Now, was it just you and them, or were there other people?
No, there was other families, but it was intimate conversation. My wife, myself, and the two parent lawyers. And they're down to earth and everything. So I got a little comfortable. Said some things probably shouldn't have said. I wasn't drunk or anything like that. And, they made the best of it. They didn't say anything crazy. And then my wife pulls me aside and said, you got to know your audience.
Oh, your wife said that?
My wife said that to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, kind of like I didn't realize it because obviously I say certain things around my wife I'm comfortable with. I thought I could say it around them, and maybe I can, but it just wasn't the place and time. And sometimes I don't know where that line is, whether I'm drunk or not drunk. Not that happens a lot. But I guess
read the room and know your audience.
Know your audience. So I've done that a few times in my life, and I like to avoid it, but you never know. If I don't know where the line is, sometimes I feel like I can say certain things around certain people, and sometimes you can't. Probably shouldn't have said it, but they seem to be fine with everything and moving on. But just know your audience and think before you speak. Right,
and that's a difficult thing to learn because nobody is born that way.
Yeah.
Every kid just blurts out whatever. And that's what it comes down to. And then as you grow older, hopefully you learn those skills. Yeah. They definitely are important skills. Yeah. There you go, Carl. Know the audience.
Yeah, read the room. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. That's very, very good.
Well, luckily there's another one coming up next week, and that's why I won't be here. So hopefully I will know the audience better and read the room better, and maybe have a better rambling story from there.
Or completely misread the room, and then you have a very good rambling story.
Exactly.
You have a very good rambling story.
So you're saying I should drink some alcohol? Okay.
I think there's no amount of alcohol that they can serve you that's too much.
Exactly. All right, good to know.
Oh, when in doubt, whether I'm drunk or not drunk.
There you go. Thank you. See? Yeah. You get the same Mr. Magazine.
All right, everybody. We had a lot of fun tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Sorry we had to step out there for a moment in the middle of the show. Things happen, nature called, so we had to step out there. The drink was Evan Williams Cherry.
That's right.
Sounds really nasty when I put it that way. Read the room. I've lost track of the number of ladies that chased away because of something stupid I said. There you go. But hopefully you can come on by and join me over on Whatnot, 4:00 tomorrow. We got the show. And next week, 10 a.m., another great postcard show. And then starting in August, we're going to be doing postcard lots. So that should be a lot of fun.
Cool.
50 postcards on a lot. Should be a lot of fun. And finally, hit the like button.
Dawn, she knows it all.
She does. She keeps us on track. I'll tell you. Good for Dawn. And if you have not joined yet, do join. Trust me, you're going to get 70-some videos. You'll definitely enjoy it. So help us out and help yourself out as well. And a lot of fun. So thanks, everybody. And we will see you next video.
I will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.